Welcome back, and we're in the lower city. The first quest that we're going to do is going to be to collect the parts of the clown. So we'll find all the parts of Dribbles and get the reward for that. Then we'll go back, I think, and deal with the dragon. Double check, make sure that no one's looking at us. It's an actual person, so we need to be careful. They'll be upset with us probably if we break something while they're looking. Some of the people running around town are real and some are not.
Twisted vision. Gods, even Dribbles' pelvis was severed.
There's all these notes from Orin on each of the bodies. And for whatever reason, they are not lootable and the places are closed down, so we'll get in trouble with the Steel Watch if we get caught doing that. And it bears repeating, the Steel Watch are not the police. They are a mercenary company that patrols around the town right now. They are not necessarily the good guys. They have robots that are being run by Gortash. Well, not anymore by Gortash. We killed him. Now the Elder Brain is running them and has decided for whatever reason that it's not going to attack us because we are planning on killing Orin. And we've got a patrol coming by. Let's see, that's cute. Not that one. There we go. We'll grab the key off the bookcase. Whoa. Camera's going nuts. We'll also grab the key from the floorboards here. You see, he's one of the assassination targets. There's a traveler's chest, but underneath the traveler's chest, you can just make out the hatch. That's what we're looking for.
With ease. Grotesque spectacle.
And we find the clown's arm.
One of Dribbles' limbs. I always knew clowns were armless.
Ugh. These infernal contracts and bargains, the Hell's Unleashed, right? So those are all Diabolist type things, I think. Come in here, we've got the key. We found that on the floorboards. And who do we have that can carry some stuff? Karlach's got a bunch of free weight right there. Dagger, shield, great axe. There's a longsword +1. Still not worth that much. So I think we'll skip that. This is also a good quest because it makes you run around the town quite a bit. So we can open up the waypoints here while we're doing that. I'm gonna run past the fireworks shop. We'll go there eventually. So we freed the artist, and we'll do the rest of that quest. Did this in my last video thing too. I've heard lots of people say that it's a really difficult quest, and it's depending on what way you do it, it's pretty straightforward. We are collecting Mind Flayer specimens. We'll probably visit Gortash's parents and deal with them as well. Okay, we want to come to this house, I think. And we're willing to just run straight through the alchemist shop to get there. This door is not locked.
Bodies are treated as characters, not corpses.
There's a trap in here we didn't detect. It was right there.
Dribbles' foot. His oversized shoes did little to prevent it sweating.
The faded scroll of reversal is kind of interesting. Describe a process for breaking an enchantment that's bound a mighty dragon to another service. I wonder what this is actually for. It's not that big a deal. I don't know if we'll be able to lockpick this. Gale is not great at lockpicking. I don't want to bring anyone else in. Oh my gosh, we have a lot of lockpicks. It's fine. Okay. And we're walking by this, yeah, so we've got, oh, pause here. We've got a Raj, the blood merchant that's going to run out.
Did you see that? Incredible.
We can talk to her, she'll teach us how to have our blood explode.
Just one gold piece. That's all I ask.
I'm sorry,
I think we'll come back for that later. I think she'll still be here. Alright, got somebody watching. bit closer. So people will get mad at you for interacting with the door, but if they didn't see you blow it up, that's fine. People get extremely upset if they see you looting a corpse, even if you didn't kill it. But if this, but are fine with all kinds of other things. It's really wild. All right, let's head further in.
Let's have a peek inside. Each figure, alike in its pose, unique in its Dribbles' leg, bearing scraps of tattered fabric. Once bright and jovial, now bloody and joyless.
All kinds of dead stuff in here. Looks like they really had a big drag out. Go get the lower city central wall waypoint.
My souls do echo.
Baldur's Gate. You know, I never quite believed I'd actually make it back. Wasn't until we got within reach of Worm's Crossing that it felt real. It's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home. I suppose I am. Though the chance to savor the moment might be brief, given all that still lies ahead of us.
I think I might have accidentally clicked on her. We'll cut through the south part of the park here to skip the encounter. And we'll head over to the Baldur's Gate waypoint. And we won't be able to get all of them. There's one for saving Volo. We'll do that in a bit. It's like right next to where Volo is, but we have to start that encounter to deal with it.
The foundry would pack up now Gortash is done for. No such luck.
No such luck. Okay, so here's where, in order to progress and get through Dribbles, we're going to have to move the plot forward a little bit. And we're going to need to deal with Orin a little bit. So the last bit of the Dribbles body is very near the Temple of Baal, which we know where it is because we read the book in Gortash's office, so we know where we're supposed to be going. Orin is going to abduct one of the members of our party when we go down here, and it's from like a list, and it's sequential. So it's like Lozelle, and then Halsin and Gale, and eventually ends with Minthara, and eventually ends with Yenna. And so for the folks that we have in our group, if we go recruit Halsin and we go recruit Minthara, She wouldn't be able to abduct either of them. Gale's already in the party because he's the leader, and she'd be forced to abduct Yenna. And do we want to do that? I think probably is it will simplify the fight a little bit. Whoever she kidnaps actually will join the combat. So if you wanna be like slightly more powerful when you're fighting Orin, you can have like a solid fighter that's the one that gets captured. Like let Lizelle get captured or something. Do we want to? I know we have not had Halcyon really in the party. We haven't had Minthara in the party for a while. I don't know that it makes a difference. We'll just play it by ear. Gale makes mistakes. Maybe we'll end up with a dead Halcyon. Before we go deal with that, there's one other waypoint we'll get. It's right here. Near where we would find Arabella if she had survived. We're going to skip dealing with the grease elementals. The perception checks are for loose stones. There's sometimes stuff buried underneath of them. As we run up, we should find, I think Halcyon probably. It's going to be Halcyon. Yeah, there he is.
No, you can't be here. It's not safe. She has my scent. Run. Do not stop until you feel sunlight and fresh air. Orin. Orin the Red. She tormented me with blades and hot irons. I resisted. But then she forced me to drink a foul brew. The rabid, cursed blood of all manner of beasts. I lost control. I felt the bear take over, blood crazed. And she forced me into a cage, along with children taken from the streets. I was powerless to stop myself. Their screams, her laughter, it's all I can hear. I do not deserve to see the sun again. She's too strong. You have to turn around. Go. Let me buy you some time. She's coming for you. Then you are an even dumber beast than your druid friend.
Look at it, crawling and sniffing and rooting around in the filth. Is it my netherstone you seek, little piggy?
Yes.
Hush, hush. Orin will take care of you and your little pet. to feel me drain its life away? Dull wits. I could peel a fine pelt from the mutt I caught sniffing at your heels. I will not slice. His kind die too easily. The Murder Lord demands a better offering. Something new. The Murder Lord does not need permission to kill. Gortash's tyrant blood. But first you must be cleansed. Only then will you be permitted to return. We will be waiting for you, Choke.
Yeah, we picked up Halsin's backpack. I don't think he was carrying anything, really. Yeah, just regular stuff. We'll send it to camp. Grab this waypoint. Gonna shoot one of the hanging corpses. That's gonna open this door when the blood gets there. You could just bleed on it, but it's just as easy to shoot one of the hanging bodies. This guy's a vendor, and a good one.
Penitent looks at you silently. There's the slightest flicker of a knot.
Alright, so he's got the armor of moonbasking, probably the best armor for a shape-shifting druid. He's also got this neat hat for a raging barbarian, but we don't have one of those. And some alchemical stuff. Should we sell some things? Sure. Should I admit that I'm not going to be using these alchemical components? Also, probably, yes, that would be good.
Penitent blinks.
Okay, dude. Sure. I think we might be able to pull the rest of the party here and then go to the ruins. There we go. This body's got a little note next to it that tells you the Far Slayer will kill you, and he's got a pretty long range. He's going to show up here, and there'll be some ambushes and such. I think what we'll do is we'll just sneak up behind him and then kick his butt. So, he casts Power Word Kill, which will kill you if you have less than 100 hit points. So, like, Shadowheart would just die. But they're going to attack you, and so you, in theory, your health would be lower than that when he casts it. We'll have Gale and Karlak. I think that's all we'll need. We'll just throw a potion of invisibility on the ground. Have them get together. And we'll just run right past all this nonsense. And we're failing the perception checks to notice all the assassins that are hiding. wild pathing that it takes to get up there, huh?
Invisible me.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Okay, so we're both crouched. He's going to show up on this cool platform. We can go ahead and start the encounter. We did just pick up this nifty transformational stuff. Maybe wear it if we transform. I think we'll just have Asterion walk right in. Do we have? Give him Sleet Storm just in case.
I wonder what the next move is.
Oh, we've got Shield, I think, on Shadowheart, so maybe we'll have her do it. She's got a better armor class, yeah.
No time to dally. Can't afford to stay idle.
So Shadowheart just kind of run down, and that's going to start the encounter. There we go. She's surprised. And you can see there's just all these guys that start off being completely untargetable, so they're all sanctuaried, and then they all turn invisible. And the whole encounter is designed to basically just test, can you get to this guy and deal with the 5 stacks of unstoppable he's got in a few rounds. And that's the whole point of the encounter.
Let's go.
I will say that it's affecting everybody that's in this area, but not Asterion because he's too far away. So you can outrange it if you want to. And it's affecting us even though we're not in the combat yet. So unstoppable is easy enough to get rid of. We'll drop our amulet and we'll put back on the psychic spark to get an extra magic missile. So we're going to need to do 5 hits. We start with 3 with a regular magic missile. We get 1 for the psychic spark, so that's 4. So we'll need to cast a 2nd level spell. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And even with Unstoppable, we still hurt him pretty bad.
What's cooking?
We'll sneak in with Karlach, and we'll just do a flurry of blows. Let me double check. Yeah, so our passive is Psychic. Doesn't look like he's resistant to Psychic at all. And he's dead. These guys should just give up and go away now.
Attention.
Your desire.
Whoops.
Consider it done.
When coming in this way, if we were to continue down over here, that's how we get to the brain. at the end of the game. If we go there now, the rats will get mad at us because we don't have both of the stones we need. I'm sorry, all 3 of the stones we need.
From their passage.
This area is all traps.
What's next?
I forgot. Do we know Fireball? No. We do have arrows of fire. That should be good enough. To just set off all of the explosives.
Seek and you shall find me. My pleasure. And care was taken to create this abomination.
A head parted from its neck. Dribbles, I believe.
That's the last of it. Better show Lucretius.
Very well.
Dion did not see. He did not know. He did not revel in the grove. What is to come?
Okay. And we're not able to get into the Temple of Baal yet, as we haven't gone through the Tribunal quest, but we've got the waypoint. Let's head to the circus and get the clothes we would like. So we'll go to Ribbington, and then we'll just head to the circus to turn them in.
You're going to hire all the refugees.
They attacked a child. They're damn near chomping at the bit. Killed the little monsters.
And then we'll need to take a rest, I think, before we head in to deal with the Ensuer. Which I don't think, if you don't have Will in the party, I don't think that there's a way to figure out that you need to. If also, like Floric is dead and Ravengard is dead, I don't think there's a way to know about it.
By all means.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding Dribbles?
You bet.
Oh, perfection. This is just what I need. I shall remake Dribbles better than before, where once he was... And you. Here, darling. A little something from your friend, Lucretius. And you delectable thing. Oh, and if you do take on the Absolute, do try not...
We pick up the Spellmite gloves. These are gloves that allow you to add a D8 for taking a -5 penalty to hit with spells that require an attack roll. So basically it works like Sharpshooter or Great Weapon Master. And for us, most of the time that's going to be really, really good. Okay, so let's jump to the south span. And we're missing a waypoint because things went hostile and it removed the Worms Rock waypoint from our list. And we should be able to get it back now that everybody's dead. But that's what happened.
thanks.
Split the party and just fly right on over if we can get it targeting in there.
Easy as.
Plenty of movement.
If you insist.
Always on flight is just a super quality of life and a really, really powerful ability.
Which way to the
Makes
nearest
Act
love?
3 so much more easy to move around. Alright, we've got everybody. I think we will jump to camp. And here's where we'll end the day. So we'll take a long rest, and then we'll deal with Answer, and then head back to the lower city to complete the rest of the quests. As always, really appreciate you watching, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video.